phenomenal morning. It is presently Tuesday, October 10th, 2023, 7:53 a.m. Eastern Standard Time at the time of this recording. And I am Empress Black. I am grateful to be here, to be present, mind, body, and spirit. I do need to get ready for work, so I've been trying to get organized over here, behind the scenes to expedite this process. In last night's In God We Trust Soul session, I definitely said I was going to do this live this morning at 7 a.m., but I decided to pre-record it because I didn't want any distractions or interruptions that would set me behind schedule potentially. So, with that being said, we're going to pick up today with the Lovers from the Major Arcana. And we have the Chariot, Justice, the Hermit, and the Wheel today. All right, so remember the images and the cards. You can see them if you become a Black Card supporter on Patreon at Organized Goddess. And the definitions or the interpretations from the guidebooks. That is the Egyptian Tarot guidebook and the Mahogany Tarot. That is included there. But for class, we're going to focus on using the Egyptian Tarot specifically for the images. Then we're going to use the Modern Witch Tarot guidebook for the understanding of what the card stands for or represents. And then we're going to use the Elemental Goddess Tarot for other meanings, like possible meanings of what the card could represent. This way, we're going to get a little diverse understanding of each, card, the energy that it represents from a negative or a positive or a high vibrational or low vibrational perspective. And also get a more practical as well as spiritual understanding of what each card and their energy represents. So, like I said, if you become a supporter, you get more insight, of course, because you're supporting the work and the time and energy that I'm putting in to preparing and organizing everything. Um, but here is most definitely a great deal of substance for anyone who does any type of spiritual work, any readers, psychics, intuitive guides, spiritual advisors, and mentors and coaches, like that type of work. You know, the more that I'm seeing decks of cards show up like Bibles, like people are having their holy books, Qurans, holy Qurans, Torahs, and all the great holy books, you know. I'm seeing cards equally. So I think this is a good opportunity for us to bring it back to basics and do a little less projecting, hate, negativity, misfortune, unproductive, unsupportive energy, and get into alignment with more healing, nurturing, progressive, prosperous, helpful energy. So if it applies, use it, do what you need to do with it respectfully and responsibly. If it doesn't, leave it where it's at. All right, so yesterday we left off with the Hierophant. And we're picking up today with the Lovers. All right, so this is the Egyptian Tarot for the Lovers, number 6. And again, in the Modern Witch guidebook, the Lover says, through love, Excuse me. Through love, we can reach new heights. The lover's card is full of beauty, stars, wishes, hopes, and dreams. Two hearts, minds, and bodies become one. The lovers create a wholly unique and special place, a paradise, a mutual respect and adoration. All protective walls are torn down, leaving us naked and perfectly ourselves. Together, we see beautiful dreams through our unclouded eyes. We do things we never thought we could. We make each other stronger through trust. The world sings, and nothing is impossible. You're feeling lucky in love, drunk in love, maybe a little crazy in love. There's a chance that these new feelings come with a choice to make so. Embrace your desires and trust your heart. The lovers represent all kinds of love, especially that person in your life who makes you feel like you could climb mountains. You know who they are. Treasure your time with them. Walk on air and wish on shooting stars. Let your days and nights be filled with love. I like you know, the poem I'll say that accompanies the cards in this book for sure. As I stated yesterday, I feel like it's more youthful, um, and more helpful for this generation that we have, the younger generation here that speaks art for sure. Now, in our Elemental Goddess guidebook, the possible meanings of this card is you have met your soulmate, someone you know from a past life, partnerships, marriage, a serious relationship, a healing, undeniable attraction, lovers, couples, husbands and wives, soulmates. The astrological correspondence is Gemini. The archetype is Tristan and Iseult, Romeo and Juliet. Okay. The Egyptian tarot book would probably name a couple different more names, but you know, the lovers. If you know, you know. Um, what's next? We have the Chariot. She rules everything. Now, remind you, the Modern Witch Tarot is focused on feminine energy. So I noticed when I was reading yesterday that all of the interpretations, poems, descriptions of the card say she. And I was stumbling over that when I was trying to read the Emperor yesterday. So, yeah, that's what that is when we say she. All right, the Chariot. She rules everything around her. The Chariot rides in on a silver gleaming motorcycle ready for battle. She's got her leather armor to protect her. Her crown points toward the sky, and she's connected to nature, to her emotions, and to the stable ground beneath her. The Chariot has worked hard to balance everything in her life perfectly. Everything is in its right place and under control. Victory might not be easy, but she'll win in the end. It's time to be a boss and get shit done, metaphorically or literally. Put on your put on your most badass leather jacket and toughest boots and get ready to fight. Fight for yourself. Don't give up. Don't let anyone run you off the road. It's probably going to take a bit of force and mental energy, but you're confident, you're powerful, you're prepared for this. Victory is yours. So when we get to the Chariot now, in the Modern Witch Tarot understanding of each card, it's given me a better understanding of why in Modern Witch, the cards is feminine energy because this is their version of like women's empowerment. I think that just clicked when we got to the Chariot, and that's interesting. So that's the thing about this Master You Masterclass that we're doing. when I have little revelations like that, I'm going to incorporate that with the cards as well. So that's what makes this different from me just reading what I'm reading from the books. Okay. All right. And the Chariot, we have possible meanings for this card: determination, victory through hard work and effort, balancing my will and thy will. I like that. Relying upon your intuition when the chips are stacked against you, independence, automobiles, transportation, road trips, travelers, limo drivers, chauffeurs, race car drivers, someone who has high standards and morals, someone who is not afraid to, excuse me, someone who is not afraid to question others' beliefs. The astrological correspondence is Cancer, and the archetype is Rhiannon. I'm really appreciating the deeper insight I'm getting of the Chariot via doing this for sure. Okay. All right. So I noticed that in the Egyptian tarot deck, the number 8 card is Justice, and in some of the other decks, it's number 11. So with that being said, I have to skip to that interpretation and switch it around um, on our note sheet on Patreon as well. Okay, so number 8 here is number 11 in the other books. The choices we make shape who we are. Justice, contemplative in her bright red robe like coat, holds high the sword of choice. She does not treat her task lightly, and the balance scales indicate that she is weighing all the options before her. Justice seeks to uncover deep understanding and moral and ethical truths. And once she's found the right path, she's ready to take action and use that sword. You have to take responsibility for every choice you make. If you drift through life without examining your choices and what they say about you and your values, you'll never be truly self aware. And you may find yourself treating others with dishonesty and unfairness. There may be a difficult issue that you need to examine, or a social responsibility you've been neglecting. It's time to stand up. It's time to do the right thing. All right, so we know that the images on the different cards are different. So in the Modern Witch Tarot, she has on red. That's why I just put the card down when I read that part, because I didn't want to be confused. Um, but yeah, all right. So the Hermit is number 9. This is what the Hermit looks like in the Egyptian Tarot deck. I did notice that the Hermit has the sun here when he's usually in the moonlight in other images, like recluse, reclusive, dark, meditative, inner studying energy. All right. The Hermit. Through solitude, we can discover new things about ourselves. The Hermit has shrugged off material and superficial concerns and distractions and has retreated to an inner sanctum. She's taken a break from the outside world to focus on herself. The glowing star is the guiding light of her unconscious mind and the pathway to a breakthrough. The laptop is the support of learned wisdom and knowledge to help her along her journey. That's crazy. I never noticed that was a laptop in this Modern Witch card, the image. That's why it helps to read the books. The laptop is the support of learned wisdom and knowledge to help her along her journey. It can also be a special skill that helps the hermit cope with being alone. It's okay to be alone. Silence and meditation can help you explore your inner worlds and lead you to new places. There's so many constant distractions that can keep you from focusing on your own self-care. from social media to job stresses to FOMO. It's time to take a break from it all, to retreat to a place that makes you feel safe with a goal of improving yourself. Don't ignore your own mental well being. And if you need a teacher, a guide, or a therapist to help you along the way, that's okay. Don't be afraid of being alone. Okay. All right. So the elemental goddess, additional possible meanings are finding the answers within, a period of learning, continuing education, courses, time alone to heal, salt baths, seeking guidance from within, and then shining the lantern for others. Those who are alone, master teacher, spirit guide, and guru. The astrological correspondence is Virgo, and the archetype is Merlin. That is so real. Because I'm a Pisces sun sign. My mother's a Virgo sun sign, and they're opposite on the astrological wheel. So it's so funny getting to share living space or share space together, from a child to an adult, from being immature and growing and evolving and being more mature and being able to, just watch an appreciation for sure. So, yeah, that came from somewhere. Hopefully that inspired somebody somewhere. The Wheel of Fortune is light, but the Virgo thing is real. The Hermit archetype, is real. Life never stops moving forward. Oh yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. And the Egyptian tarot, it's just the wheel, the X number 10. Life never stops moving forward. This golden wheel of fortune is all of life, with its many cycles and ups and downs. We see the alchemy of the entire world through the symbols of Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Taurus, each representing fire, water, air, and earth. There is mystery and the unknowable in the letters on the wheel, as we don't always know why things happen the way they do. But the cycle is what it is, whether we're at the radiant top or the abyssal bottom. Shit happens. It can feel like it doesn't make sense. It's unfair, or perhaps you're at the top and you just can't believe your good luck. And sometimes that's all it is, pure dumb luck. It's your task to understand that when goodness comes, badness will inevitably follow, and vice versa. Just ride it out. Nothing lasts forever, the good or the bad. So appreciate everything. I love the modern day, spicy interpretation of the Wheel of Fortune. Other possible meanings of this card: change, destiny, the seasons of the year, fortunate circumstances, upright position, any transportation on wheels, automobiles, bicycles, gamblers, salesmen, wheeler dealers, lottery players, those experiencing change, travelers, those relocating, and initiates. The astrological correspondence is Jupiter, and the archetype is the three Norns, fates, Fates. Okay. All right. So tomorrow we are going to pick up with, it says number 11, justice. But remember, we did justice today. It was mixed up. So we'll pick up with strength tomorrow. Okay. All right. Remember, if you want to see, the other cards, the other details from the Mahogany Tarot deck, the Elemental Goddess deck. Remember, all of the art is different. And the Modern Witch Tarot deck, then you can find that all under Black Card Supporter, Organized Goddess on Patreon. If you go to, what is it? The Empress Black Network at empressblack.com, reserve your appointment. You're able to schedule an appointment with me behind the chair. I'm available for natural hair care services, locks, twists, braids, as well as crochet braids, sew-ins. I do care for the natural hair as well as the extensions. If you're looking to schedule a consultation to actually get shop with me, shop beautiful looks always created kindly for your quality hair extensions via a black box. We do have a great promotion going on for the fourth quarter for this season I'm excited about. So that includes extensions, installation, consultation, the whole experience. So schedule yours today via marissablack.com, our sister site, or empressblack.com at the Empress Black Network. Thank you. Don't forget to check out our October In God We Trust Soul sessions and donation readings live around 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to get notifications, then you can most definitely follow us on YouTube under Organized Goddess, our backup page, Water Wisdom, on Facebook, Empress Black or Marissa Black, where I also share as a backup page. And yeah, that's about it for right now. So the other social media platforms, I'm not sure what I'm doing with them. I just share when I'm inspired to. But, I'm always updating the Empress Black Network at empressblack.com, the Mother Wheel daily with new dope content. So check it out there. All the great news you can use, inspirational ideas, concepts, and, non-traditional, but traditional beliefs and knowledge and just ancient wisdom with a new modern, twist to it, a digestible understanding of this greatness. So join us, check out the platform daily, support in any way that you see fit. Peace and love.